Indeed. Let's see what else I got. I keep saying I need to automate this shit. I'm too lazy. Okay, cool. Let's see. We are live. No. Let's see, where else do I need to post this? Discord. We'll be going live soon. Well, I mean, we're live now, whatever. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, so I gotta have the HTTPS to make certain things populate. Okay, Twitter, and then other social medias, and then we're good. It takes like 3 fucking minutes to do this. Notice that I'm not playing music in the very beginning here. Probably because we're going to be starting off with a little video. Though I should load up a little playlist just to get us ready in case I want to play some music. I think we're good. Looks like everyone is streaming about now. Good times, good times. Hello, Era. Hello. What's good, everyone? Just want to throw a little advertisement here at the very beginning. Yeah, Cheese, I know you hate the ads. Just a reminder, if you want a ad-free broadcast, please subscribe using Twitch Prime, or just buy a regular subscription for I think like $5 a month. And also support me by checking out my Coinbase link here. When you spend $100 on Coinbase using my link, you will get $10 free, and I will also get $10 free. In addition to that, I highly recommend that you check out Vultr for virtual private servers. You can do a lot with them. I've written a blog on them. I've talked about them frequently. When you spend money, I get money. And I'm giving you free money here, so spend it so I can get paid. That'd be really cool. Thank you to everyone who has supported me through these links. That said, where is my browser? There we are. There's my main screen. I'm experimenting with some new setup here. You know, I like the multi-chat thing on the bottom. Got my game dev in the top left. I got a browser that we can pop out like this. And if you take a look in the top right here, you notice a number that's going to be slowly going up. That is my Algorand rewards on Coinbase. I decided to rebuy in last night as I am expecting a compensation payout for Tinyman to be dropping anytime now, and so anything that I have there is going to immediately go back into this particular holding so I can continue staking and getting daily rewards. My goal is to get this number to go really fast, and it can only do that with your help and my help. So and not to mention, if you don't want to do it for me, do it for yourself, because I want y'all to get rich just as much as I want to get rich. By rich, I mean just doing better than we're doing now. Isn't that what rich is? To always be improving. That said, though, are you making this harder than it has to be? So just a little prelude to this video. This is posted today by a favorite vlogger of mine, Suspicious Observers, which is a pretty dank, uh-oh. Did the relay get banned? Uh-oh. How is that possible? Let me see what's going on there. Oh, wow. Okay, Nightbot timed it out, so I'm gonna fucking turn Nightbot off. God damn it. What a piece of shit. Check this out. So, get the fuck out of my channel, Nightbot. How dare you? How dare you time out my relay? It's gonna be muted for 5 minutes. No, 10 minutes. What? Can I undo the timeout? Yes, untimeout. Sweet. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Let's test the relay again real quick to make sure that's fixed. Testing. Sweet. Okay. Goes one direction. Goes the other. Sweet. We're good. Thanks for catching that, Era. I'm not sure what that would do. What would be the benefit of making the relay a moderator here? I mean, I can, I'm sure, but I'm not immediately seeing the benefit. I'm sure that we could actually program a more powerful moderator. Well, with Nightbot, I could probably turn off the timeout thing. Spam protection. It was yelling at it about excessive symbols. So what triggered the symbols? It was Deacon. Deacon tried to post something with underscores and question marks. And then B-Rex also posted some Morse code stuff. So those probably triggered the Nightbot. I can actually turn that off and bring Nightbot back in. Like, I can actually disable a lot, or like re-enable and disable a lot of stuff here. Like, over here. It triggered the excess symbols thing right there. So, yeah. Okay, so it was B-Rex. Okay, Deacon. Well, you gotta remember, I'm reading the chat from the bottom up, so oldest chats appear at the top. Like, And actually, from like an IRC client standpoint, that's like an interesting discussion, right? Like the direction that chat logs and stuff go. Like traditionally, it's going down, up, most recent, but and that's how like ASCII goes. So like if we had a reverse client, we'd have to like completely invert the way that we do ASCIIs. Um, so I can turn off the excessive symbols things and bring Nightbot back in. I'm experimenting with this thing. One of my other streamer friends has Nightbot, and it seemed kind of useful. So we go over there and then we can mod Nightbot. It'd be like mod Nightbot. Okay, Nightbot's already mod, so I believe he should be back in. I mean, it's totally viable that we could come up with lots of different ways to present chat text, right? Like, it's 2022, and like the state of communication is like so fragmented. There's so many different clients to chat in. There's so many different ways to present text and information in general. And people are shitting out companies that are just like attempting to reinvent the wheel in like the most trash way possible. Slack, HipChat, fucking Discord. Like, Discord's less bad than those two, but it still gives me a lot of the same bad vibrations about like software development. Like, Discord runs like trash on my Linux machine, like the native client, and so I use it in the browser when I need to. And the main reason I need to is just to communicate with a couple other Twitch streamers that I'm friends with IRL. But and I'm on a bunch of random other servers that like people from IRC and stuff have invited me to. But I'm also suspicious that like any software with the name Bear in it is written by Russians. Not that that's like a bad thing or anything, right? Like I just discovered Nginx was written by a Russian dude, which I have not yet actually gotten to the point of installing my own Nginx server, which I should, but it's hard to justify taking a look at like performance between Apache and Nginx when I already know how to set up Apache, and then I have to like relearn or unlearn how to do something that I already know how to do in one system. And that's the problem of picking up new tools in general. But in the end, it's 2022. At some point, I should probably convert over to learning Nginx, right? So, rant over. Let's get back to the whole point, which was, are you making this harder than it has to be? So, shout outs to Suspicious Observers. I've been watching them since like 2013. Daily Space Weather. News on the electromagnetic sphere, or the magnetosphere, and as it relates to gravitational pull and different events going on in the world. They actually released an app years ago that's like an earthquake detector that uses publicly sourced information to help like predict earthquake patterns across the planet based off of the relationship between the sun and the earth in this way. It's actually really fucking awesome. A lot of my I actually came up with Evil Dojo as a concept right around the time that I discovered this channel. So really big early influencer to what I want to do and what I'm doing here in general. He had a good message here. Let's listen.
You know, every time there is any kind of space weather event coming at Earth, people freak out. to the point where they're showing up at Captain Catastrophe's channel like he's covering it up. He's covering it up. Remember how afraid everyone was of La Palma? Tsunami coming at the East Coast. How many times have you heard, oh, some Russian scientist said this or that? This asteroid is coming close by and it has an uncertainty. There's this meteor shower. It's more than what they're telling us. But you didn't hear about it on our channel. How many times has the world ended? Then you get a coherent story based on science and with predictions of not only what we will see observationally, but what the scientific findings are going to be in the journals. There is the world of the mainstream, where things are not told as they should be. There is the world of fear porn, where things are not told as they should be. And there is, appropriately, somewhere in
the world of fear porn, that stands out to me. Like, we live in an era where there's a lot of that going on now, right?
There's the world of fear porn, where things are not told as they should be. And there is, appropriately, somewhere in the middle, a place called the Suspicious Observers. End of story.
Shoutouts to Era indeed. Let me make sure that my alert box is on
And
top.
I'm sure we'll have this conversation in the comment sections many more times. It's part of the love of being a suspicious observer. The beauty of it, taking the licks like an adult, and not reacting with childish fear. Be safe, everyone.
Now, with that said, maybe we should transition to go ahead and getting EFNet, or not EFNet, not ENN 2 out of the way. I was told that I need to watch it, even if they make fun of me, before I make any declarations of war. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone. Let's do it.
The opinions expressed on the Not AFNet News Report may not reflect those of Spoke, Logic, or associated PP for All Productions. We will do our best to handle sensitive matters sensitively. Not AFNet News cannot be held liable for any DDoS, doxing, or life ruin that may occur related to the cast or any damages as a result of the opinions expressed. Please refer all of your concerns to the Not AFNet News Complaints Department by messaging Cymaster. If you feel angry after hearing this cast, you have been trolled.
I'm loving Puppy hanging out there. That's just awesome. He's like, let me go. I don't want to be on camera. No. Shoutouts to Puppy. He seems a lot more hyper and energetic. She was withholding a snack to make him sit there? What the hell? That's dog abuse.
I got a crab hand, I got a normal hand. I'm about to cut some shit up with my crab hand. I got a crab hand, I got a normal hand. I'm about to cut some shit up with my crab hand.
Hello again, and welcome to the second episode of Not AFNet News. We're coming to you with a couple new segments and contributions from around the IRC, so sit down, scroll back, and let the good times roll. There's more to life than what's happening in the black box. No, it's hard to believe, but yeah, there's a whole world out there.
Spoke, I just have to ask, and I don't mean to be rude, but are you participating in the Biggest Loser contest?
And I want to introduce a segment called IRL of the Net.
Speaking of Jira, I'm up to 117. I weighed myself last night after I ate. So there seems to be about a 5-pound flex in my weight, depending on if I've eaten or not. I was also wearing clothes. So,
Now, just to give you guys a window into the world beyond your screens. Starting with one encounter that Milkness had. An interesting IRL experience this week when purchasing toilet paper at her market. A Maori gentleman approached her to ask if the TP she was purchasing was good on her hole. Not one to shy from a good conversation. With a grin, Milkness informed him that not only was it good on her hole, but that it allowed good contact with the entire ring piece and the ability to wipe clean without worrying about any breakthrough finger events.
I'm very concerned that Milkness is actually a fecophiliac. She has had a dramatic tendency to talk about her poop and poop fantasies. I'm not like kink shaming, but I just want to point that out.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who wishes they could have been there to see this interaction firsthand. Way to go, Milkness, on engaging the real world and making connections where you find them. Hard chats are all around you.
Yeah, Spoke, welcome to the React channel. I aspire to be a React lord like both Ben Shap and Hasanabi, except the Christian version, former Satanist.
Now, some cut up footage from out in the field with yours truly. I know I probably should have shot this horizontally, but my excuse is that I was stoned. So enjoy.
Excuses.
Ladies and gentlemen, your IRL of the now.
This looks pretty cool. I would totally go urban exploring or broken down, rundown building exploring. All about this kind of shit. Good exercise, fun times, lots of fun stuff to look at. I used to do this kind of thing a lot when I was younger. I need to find people to do that again with. We have more. Well, it's San Antonio, so I'm not sure that there's many abandoned structures like this. I'd be climbing that shit. If my friend from high school was there, he would be encouraging us to get literally as high as possible. He was a fucking monkey. We used to climb up the back of, and I'll play some videos from that time too. There's a really good one of me drunk that should be on ENN if it hasn't been, from like 15 plus years ago. I used to climb up supermarket like roofs using the emergency stair. That kind of thing. Oh, she got the hood.
The holes. Whoa.
Everyone who's in the contest needs to just go get, like, what do you call it when they suck the fat out? A liposuction. And then give me all the fat so I can make soap. Or better yet, I'll just inject it like back into me. And then I'll get all the fat.
Slippery wood.
That would have been a good ad-lib, Spoke.
The
Woo!
masonry is just...
Angie's feet. Woo! Angie's feet.
I
Woo!
know. It's... Oh. Two crust. Double crust. We'll smoke stuff. Whew. Pretty fucking cool. Rusted. Rusty nails.
Fun times.
Wet, slippery boards.
This is a great place to get tetanus.
It's been another turbulent week for Dark Mage and Jewbird, who are no longer on speaking terms at the time of this recording. It's been a lot to keep track of, something about happy birthday wishes and not saying them the right way. I don't want to get in the middle of it. I'm just the reporter.
All right, for clarity, it began with Jubert claiming that he said happy birthday, and yet he did not. And then he tried to double down on him suggesting that he did say it, and then he tried to blow past it. It was very rude and upsetting. He was the only person who not only kind of like tried to, like, I've never had anyone in my life try to fake say happy birthday before. It was the weirdest shit. It was very distracting.
Reporter. So, firstly, you should all be aware that Pound DRH has moved to Pound Evil Dojo, if I didn't say that last week, and it's under tight moderation. No voice for Beans, no voice for Sniff, ban on Jewbird, I'm pretty sure, and even I had a hard time getting voiced by Dark Mage.
Yeah, I went on a chat genocide after the takeover event, and in an effort to kind of get on top of things. Don't want to risk that happening again. I'm probably going to end up spending yet another VPS just to have a third backup.
He's not about to let any funny business slip by him, and I can't really blame him after last week. Because there was a suspicious takeover, which, as usual, happened during another one of his streams. The details are still a bit hazy, but it seems that VXP was able to get control of his channel again and op and voice the unwanteds. Or maybe it was just that somehow like one or two people still had ops. I don't know what the point of any of this was, but it was just pandemonium for a few minutes until Chanfix came in and cleared everything up.
Specifically what happened was Logic began by opping someone who was not like approved or cleared, and then Logic claimed that he heard from like a third party that it was okay if they got ops, and I can only imagine that Logic was drunk or drinking or some form of not thinking clearly, and shout outs to Logic for being a patron in general, but yeah, drunk decision leaded to channel takeover.
So you can see for yourself on this clip.
It was actually Arab who I think got opt at first, and it was someone connected with him who then opt. It was either Arab or some other chatter that got opt, and then Arab was opt, and then Arab mass de-opt everyone. Yeah, I don't believe Logic was being intentionally malicious or anything, but I have to ask those questions, of course, right? Like normal. I'm getting fucking PTSD watching this. Oh. No, sorry, Era. I didn't say you. I said Logic. Sometimes you might hear me say like being like but I'm not saying Era. Sorry. Damn your name, Era. Yeah, Spoke, I know that you and Jira have some beef, and you're both my friends, so I'm not going to take sides, but he did say it was kind of suck, but, you know, I trust both of you a little bit, so... Well, there's definitely... Oh, Lord. Haven't I thought the same of myself at points? But I don't think that's the case. He seems to have a very clearly directed thing going on there. It must be very long running, though. Kind of like the thing with me and Jewbird. No. Nope. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I just watched it happen. Lion shouldn't have been opt. Who opt him? Okay, it was Lions. So it started with Logic opping Lions. I don't even know who the fuck Lions is, or where Logic got the idea that it was okay to do that. But if you can see in the log, immediately after Logic opts Lion, Lion opt Arab, and DM underscores me. He removed ops from Cheese, DM, and Deacon. Because yeah, he immediately opts Arab, and then Lion does a bunch of stuff. Arab does a bunch of stuff. Roar also gets opt and does a bunch of stuff. Everyone loses ops, and at this point, we have to wait for any opt people to leave. If someone wanted to do this and not like avoid Chanfix coming back, all they would have to do is just stay in the channel. So that's a very dangerous thing at this point. You'd have to basically go begging the people to like get the situation fixed. This kind of sucks. That was Logic. Okay, Logic has been Logic what's wrong? Like Lion opt Logic opt Lion. God damn it. No. It's not my bot. Logic. The fuck is your problem, Logic? Seriously? No. This is probably why I don't drink. I've just had too many bad experiences with people drinking and attempting to do serious stuff. Like, as a good example of this, my uncle once tried to do some home repairs while extremely drunk, asking for my help, and then put me in a situation where he was potentially going to cut off my fingers. And I was very upset that he was insisting he was okay. And fact is, I was the one who was angry, but he was so drunk that he could not see how retarded his behavior was. The only bots in here that I control are Sword, Darky, and Rifle. Nope. I've since renamed Rifle to Goth K. Well, who told you? No. Brobird, you're not... No, Brobird. And this is another reason why Jubird's banned. He immediately began attempting to assume the opposite, like, scenario or situation where this wasn't Logic's fault. God damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to just fucking remove Nightbot, because... Or just turn off all of the different spam protections. Make him part. Let me untime out the relay. Okay, timeouts. Undone. Back to Logic. You fucked up big time, dude. You're not gonna have ops in here anymore. Sorry. Big fuck up, dude. So, Angie, you should have given Puppy the treat first. Give Puppy treat first. Announcer segments. Lame. We're gonna have to contact the Chanfix people. Oh no, you were talking about Angie making announcements. Fucking lame. Ugh. I can't believe Logic fucked up that badly. Holy shit. It's almost on a day-to-day basis that something is happening and we have to revise our operating protocol. Um, 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 but, I got shit for that as a kid so bad. Watch me do it again. It's like dial tone when you're like trying to connect to the internet. Yes, sweet. Oh, that was cool. That was actually really well directed. I like that. That was fucking great. No, Octopus. We just that whole section's clip worthy, honestly. Let me replay it. Like, just the whole process of me going and then Chanfix restoring everything. Watch it again, dude. This is actually pretty good. Protocol. But Chanfix! Yay! Yes, sweet. Okay. But then I lose it again, and then it comes back again. Okay. No, Octopus. We just suffered a channel takeover event. So you're not gonna get ops. I'm sorry. No, you cannot have a plus O. Okay. All right. Here we go. The IRC annotations are fucking priceless. That's Duke Nukem. That's Duke Nukem. You're talking about I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. God fucking damn it. Now, to explain this next part, the initial fuck up by Logic got picked up by one of my two bots. So the bots, which are a publicly available, shittily written Python script called Please Op Me, that caches the set of permissions for everyone in the channel every so often, every few minutes or whatever. And it cached the permissions that were given to both Lion and Arab. And as you can see, both Aaron and Lion got opt by my bots, Sword and Rifle. And so the entire takeover happened again because the bots that I had, which I didn't even think to purge the permission tables for them at the time, ended up re-opping them, and the takeover happened again. So we had the same situation perpetuated for a little bit. This part, you could probably partially blame me for not having been aware enough to do that, or to think quickly enough to do that. Like, as soon as we got the channel back, you live, you learn. Happened again. Why did Sword do that? Oh, now that was okay. Now that was Sword. That was Sword's fault. Fuck. We're gonna have to do some adjustments to the chat situation. See, this is why Jubert's banned right fucking here. Logic was not innocent at all in this whole thing, even in the second takeover, because it wouldn't have happened a second time if it didn't happen the first time, based off of the configuration that I have set up. No offense to Logic or anything like that, but definitely offense to Jubird. No, Jubird. Look, Jubird, you need to shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Facts. Straight facts. You're gone when I get ops. And he is gone. No, yeah, I mean, initially it's still Logic's fault in the very, very beginning.
I guess we got a new segment called Life Advice from Dark Mage.
Don't be an idiot.
Okay, back to the,
Shoutouts to Logic. I really enjoy his cooking segments, to be honest, so far. Or the one he's done. I think there's one at the end of this video, too. I'm kind of stoked for it. I'm going to have to reload the learning tables associated with... and it looks like I've got way more than 9 viewers. Yeah, Logic, I have to assume that you're... malicious. How can it be upsetting though? The dude crushed the whole chicken. How are you gonna argue with something like that? Like, unless he just has a really disgusting like flavor palette, which is totally possible. But don't we all have COVID and we can't taste anything anyway?
This week we've observed a new romance brewing on FNet. While the chats were difficult to follow, it appears that two chatters have sparked up erotic conversations throughout several channels. Love, love. While the two chatters may have been idle or not even in the same channels throughout this conversation, it's almost certain that we have pieced together this conversation and its context correctly. Behold.
Alright, I don't even know where the fuck Mr. Hands is coming from. I got nothing to do with this chatter. This is all out of context. Each one of these lines is like individually unique and was not even a conversation. This shit's funny though. How the hell is... I put a lot of time on DS sexual. DS equals Dark Souls, by the way. Pardon. That shit's fucking funny. That was good. This gets a thumbs up. This wasn't that bad.
Pet of the week is Puppy, an old man who can do cool tricks.
You want a treat? Oh, you're gonna have it. Oh, okay. Good job.
Aww. Aw, baby. Aw.
PSA, when you see a pal, slow down. Imagine you're having a rough day and need friendly faces of some pals to lift you up. You enter, exclamation pals, and slowly they appear. Then a rogue chatter interrupts the scroll, serving the head of 1, 2, and maybe 3 pals. It's a traumatic scene. Every pal counts. These defenseless pals need our help, and we can do that by slowing our chats down when we see them. Change begins with you. Have a snapshot of recent pal casualties, with many more that have gone unreported. A moment of silence for our fallen pals.
Oh, lots of decapitations there.
All right. Cooking segment. Cooking time. Time for cooking segment, or what should I say? No. And now it's time for the cooking. And now it's time for cooking with Logic.
See, fuck the Biggest Loser contest. Logic needs to give me his hair. I'm missing that stuff up here. I actually just shaved today, but I like his mohawk that he's trying to get out there.
That's me, by the way.
All right, today we're making a quesadilla. Start with one of these.
Did you just say quesadilla?
Add a bunch of this. Hot potato. Microwave.
Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Liquid.
This for about 30 seconds. And very importantly, we stop it at 1 second because we're not fucking Neanderthals.
Damn fucking right. Shoutouts to everyone who stops the microwave on 1 second. But I'm too lazy to actually press the button, and I just opened the door. You know, he could have saved himself a whole emotes worth of action there. I'm already offended by the microwaved tortilla. That's just all kinds of wrong. You can make a such better quesadilla in a pan.
Now we add a bunch of chicken. I'll show you how to make this in a future video.
Okay, so he's got some pre-prepared. So he wait. Are you saying he pre-microwaves the cheese and then he's about to cook it on the stove anyway? The fuck? This is only like giving further credence to why he doesn't have ops anymore. It's not on the stove. You know what I mean, Spoke. Come on, don't be autistic.
And then we microwave this for 40 seconds.
He's still microwaving it.
Hold it over.
This is the laziest of lazy quesadillas.
We'll do 49 for fun.
Possibly. I mean, the only proper thing that he could do here is actually cook it in like a skillet or a cast iron pan. He's ruined it by the microwave though. Like microwaving tortillas does something to the texture of the tortilla, like chemically. It makes it like chewy and just not great. Whereas if you apply direct heat, you can kind of get a bit of a charring effect to the tortilla itself. Anyone who's rocked with real Mexicans knows this. I'm sure that Logic has, and he's just being lazy. That's a big tortilla, though.
Then I'm going to hit it with my official licensed Star Trek pizza cutter.
Just basic cheese and chicken tortilla.
Boom, done.
Should be cutting that on a cutting board. The curvature of the plate You want to see some autism?
I like to add salsa.
White man salsa.
Shout out to Chunky. Here's a pick of Nick. Need to get some more salsa.
The plate itself is actually really cool looking. I can see the aliens on it.
It's a salsa emergency. Chunky could get me some salsa.
Oh, and I think that Lode is gonna give us a bit about his new book. Lode?
Buy my book! Buy my book! Buy my book! Buy my book!
I got a crab hand, I got a normal hand. I'm about to cut some shit up with my
Good episode. It wasn't that bad.
crab hand.
I think Jira misrepresented.
I'm about to cut some shit up with my crab hand.
Shoutouts to actually using real content that I've created in a genuinely humorous manner without it being like really bad or anything like that. Shoutouts to Spoke for building this. I don't know who did the video editing, but it was fucking top notch. Yeah, I can see that. Jira's you gotta understand, Jira's a really big supporter of mine. He's actually one of the big reasons I managed to get out of Florida. Shoutouts to Jira for helping me out in a very big way back then. That said, though, I never like to see drama being stirred up without good reason. I'm certainly the last person who wants to create drama myself. Well, who actually... I mean, sure, you work together with other people, Spoke, but who's actually doing the video editing? Is it you? That's cool, I mean, in general. What up, Jira? Big Jira in the chat. And before some random ASMR video that I watched in the past pops up on my recommended videos. I appreciate that, Jira. I appreciate people standing up for me or, trying to rep in my stead. I like to roll deep. I like the idea of rolling deep. I feel like I have friends on the FNet. But one of the things of being friends with people is being able to throw punches as well as roll with them. Logic did the video editing? That's fucking awesome. Shoutouts to Logic. I'm happy to see chatters making up here in Pound Evil Dojo. I wish Jubird wasn't so insane, because I feel like he would be a good friend in general. But, okay, chat piece decimated in under 5 seconds. Okay, well, see, I gotta remind you both. You're both my friends. I don't like to see people beefing. Yes, you do, Jira. No, let's not beef. Oh God, I hate being the intermediary. No, you don't. No, you don't, Spoke. And Jira doesn't hate women. I don't hate women. I don't hate men. If I hate anyone, it's people, regardless of gender. I don't hate anyone, honestly, but like growing up, go take a shit kid video. Do you have a link to that, Liquid? Can you post in IRC? And Logic's not gay either. Okay, let me go into IRC. Thank you, Liquid. Anyone who does not see the link, first of all, Liquid, is this going to get me banned off of Twitch? Audio is rough, video is fine. Okay, I trust you. Okay, here we go.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit.
Now.
Hey. Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you.
Oh, I think I've seen this before, actually. Jesus.
Hey,
get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom.
I can proudly say that I've never been this hardcore of a gamer. I've definitely held it in to go take a pee, you know, until I get to like a save point or something, or like in the middle of a boss fight, but...
No!
No.
Get
No.
up and go to
No.
the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet, what the hell?
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
This is giving me PTSD too. Like, this is the kind of screaming that I dealt with in Florida on a almost daily basis. Sometimes between, you know, other people, sometimes between me and other people. It's very stressful.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole.
How can is he like is his pants down? Can she see his ass? Like, I'm having trouble visualizing. But if she says she can smell it, I believe her.
Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet. No.
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
Not yet.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that gave me bad feels. Oh, that's so cringe. Jesus. We're gonna have to do some cringe streams. That would be fucking great. Fuck. That's stressful. What do we do now? Do we want to watch more videos? It's on my watch later. Yeah, there's a thing on bad code and bad URLs, some day zero stuff that I haven't gone through yet because I'm fucking lazy. Pokimane got banned off of Twitch a while ago for briefly. Forgot what she did. Oh yeah, she was watching Avatar. Some of this stuff I gotta go through and kind of clear out this list. A lot of this I've already seen. There's a thing on Russia, female elite paratroopers. Big fan of Life of Boris, if y'all have never watched this guy. Exercises for longevity. Actually, yeah, one of them is like being able to measure how many times you can like get up and out of the chair in a certain time frame. Like this. It's getting up, getting down. Actually, probably a good time to stand up, right? Stand up for a little bit. And sitting. We're almost an hour. Everyone get up and stretch. Get out of your chairs. Do it with me. Crack your joints. Stretch, stretch. Raise your hands up. Yes. Twist, twist. Oh, it feels better. Sometimes all you need is a little exercise and a little stretching. Alien Dreamtime's a classic. This is another thing, and actually there's a better video on the net with better visuals. Probably go through that at some point with y'all, or just kind of listen to it as a group. Sometimes with Twitch you gotta like provide commentary on videos in order to avoid the ban for, you know, that way you're just not like cloning content. This is a fucking fantastic conspiracy video from around the time that I formed Evil Dojo in the first place, from around the same time I discovered Suspicious Observers, where they talk about the world's religions and its cycle of the ages in regards to how the ruling elite use religion and money and information to control us. The dude who made the original book supposedly was murdered. And it would make a lot of sense because, I mean, what is the connection with murder and conspiracy theory, right? Like, you know, there's the Clinton body count and stuff like that. It's one of the reasons I think that Trevor Moore was capped was just how off the chain this guy is. Shout outs to Trevor Moore. Bunch of DEF CON stuff that I still haven't gone through yet. Yeah, videos. Lots of fucking videos. Because people be dumping content, right? Because people are making money off of just putting stuff out there. And oftentimes, and that's part of what I feel is difficult about being a content creator in general, is it has to feel genuine. You know, like a lot of these people are legit grinding spam content and making money off of it. And I don't want to grind off of spam. But like, if it feels natural and I'm on the attack, throwing content out there, other people could perceive that as spamming. But if it's genuine to me, if it feels like not a grind, or it feels like, you know, I'm able to sit down and do it, it comes a lot more easily, right? You can just do your thing and not have to think too hard, which is why over time you see me kind of adjust my procedure and, you know, content desires between, you know, gaming and programming, because ultimately that's what I like to do. Especially Doom. I'm really enjoying making the Doom videos and playing those, because there's even in the Doom universe alone, there's too much damn content. On the Switch alone, completely outside of like the main games, like after I beat Doom 2, I've got the Masters levels to go through, right? In addition to that, I've got every single expansion mod, which includes Final Doom and a ton of, you know, custom user created things. Like, I think I have like 8 or 9 different mods on the Switch for that game. D&D, yeah. I haven't actually sat down to watch a D&D stream. I know a good number of you are going to be bouncing to participate in that, so I thank you all for showing up. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I'm just kind of hanging out with y'all. This guy read all the Halo books. What's this? Take a look.
Halo Infinite is coming out. It's been nearly 5 years since the last mainline Halo game, and boy oh boy, have I never played a Halo game before.
I feel really bad for this guy, because I even played Halo 1 I beat it on Legendary back when I had an Xbox at the end of high school. It was the Xbox was actually one of the first consoles I ever paid for with my own money. I had a few good games for it too. I had Halo, I had Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, which was fucking sexy as shit, and Ninja Scroll Gaiden, which is a fucking amazing action game.
I have no clue what is going on in these games, but Halo is one of the most important video game franchises of all time.
Speaking of, let's hop over to Hacker News real quick, because I saw earlier today that Microsoft is acquiring Activision / Blizzard, which is insanity. Just when we thought it wouldn't be crazier with fucking Disney owning Marvel and Disney owning Star Wars, now Microsoft owns Blizzard, or it's going to own Blizzard. King's in that? I didn't realize King is a part of that. What the shit? I didn't realize that Activision owned King either. That's crazy. Jesus. But yeah, this dude reads all of the Halo books.
So I should probably know what it's all about. Luckily, Halo Infinite is coming out on the next generation of Xbox, which means I have plenty of time to get caught up. There are 15 Halo games if you include all the spin-offs, but honestly...
There's 15? Jesus fucking Christ. Where the hell have I been?
The mainline games are going to give you the story without causing you to miss out on a bunch of lore.
The impression that I've gotten, though, is that Halo 2 is probably the most important one in the series, as far as, like, if you were to go back and actually play one.
Each mainline game takes 10 hours to complete. That's 50 straight hours of gaming. Today, I'm telling you everything you need to know to get up to speed on Halo by playing all... Who put the Halo novels here? I'm not doing the Halo novels. Who put them here? I'm just playing 5 games, okay? Who put them here? Today, I will be playing all 5 of the What the fuck? What? Why?
Okay, this guy's trying too hard to be funny. But he obviously puts a lot of time and effort into his stuff, which is good. Yeah, I don't have the patience to check that out. Now, that said, though, actually, since the last thing in the EFNet thing was about Zeros, let's preview the first chapter together, Chapter 0.
Zeros by Zach ZYZ. Read by the author. Chapter 0. 5 minutes of space separated me from the Interceptor squadron. My life flashed before my eyes, but I blinked it away. I didn't want to watch the rerun. Instead, I gazed at the growing silver ring where death waited, captivated by the idea that this might be the final stroke. If I died, the Hezo Collective Prosperity Sphere was finished. Tai D would never permit this sort of idiocy again. Against the oppressive acceleration, the corners of my mouth twisted into a grin. It was perfect. my place in history would be secured. I was the last dogfighter. The first dogfight took place in 1913 during the Mexican Revolution. The planes were Curtiss and Christopherson pushers, only slightly advanced from the Wright Flyer 1, which first took wing at Kitty Hawk 10 years before. Two airborne idiots took potshots at each other with revolvers. Both missed. A year later, the first dogfighting victory was claimed during the first week of World War I. A Russian pilot named Pyotr Nesterov rammed his Marine Parasol into a hapless Austrian Albatross, killing both men. The tragicomedy had escalated ever since. The bloody space battles at the Eye of Dagon and Dachau are barely skirmishes compared to the vast wars of our forefathers. Greatest of them was Blazar, the final confrontation between the sundered UNISECA navies. Two implacable armadas clashed, furious as colliding galaxies. For 11 apocalyptic months, the two sides tore themselves apart until the very fabric of space-time frayed. 5 million ships thrown into the fire as fast as either side could build them. Ariatis Alpha and Beta are gone now, swallowed by a ceaseless interstellar storm. Nothing that flies in ever returns. Astronomers created a new designation for Aries-type nebulae.
Oops. I think I actually stopped it.
Those born of war.
Oops. Whoops-a-doodle.
War I. A Russian pilot named Pyotr Nesterov rammed his Marine Parasol into a hapless Austrian Albatross, killing both men. The tragicomedy had escalated ever since. The bloody space battles at the Eye of Dagon and Dachau are barely skirmishes compared to the vast wars of our forefathers. Greatest of them was Blazar, the final confrontation between the sundered UNISECA navies. Two implacable armadas clashed, furious as colliding galaxies. For 11 apocalyptic months, the two sides tore themselves apart until the very fabric of space-time frayed. 5 million ships thrown into the fire as fast as either side could build them. Ariatis Alpha and Beta are gone now, swallowed by a ceaseless interstellar storm. Nothing that flies in ever returns. Astronomers created a new designation for Aries-type nebulae, those born of war. They weren't fools. They knew there would be others. If only I could have been there. If I could somehow slip past this squadron and complete the mission, I would be reborn as a spirit of war. I'd spend eternity drifting across the greatest battlefields of all time, drinking in the suffering of the ages. I could go questing into prehistory, seeking the root of all evil. 1,000,000 years ago, some dark-eyed Zhong, hefting a sharpened stone in his simian hand. Of all the forbidden subjects, history was my favorite. I wanted to know it all, everything the Hezo had erased. Most of all, I wanted to see the first of my kind, the pilots. Those madmen who took to the skies and fought a world war in the days where we had just one world to lose. The Great War. The lessons we learned in those first fumbling dogfights are still being recited centuries later. Every combat pilot carries their legacy, pieces of shrapnel lodged too deep to ever work their way out. I was a fitting end to the saga. A fool tilting at a star. Utter Quixotry. I barked a mad laugh into the compression fluid, for me alone. My trench and abandon was short-lived. The sun loomed ever larger in my canopy. Interceptors glittered in weight, positioned around the ring like shark teeth. Desperation tightened in my throat. There must be some way to survive. Surely there was some angle I had missed, some tactic I hadn't considered. I couldn't slow down enough to activate my stealth field. I would burn up. The destroyer at my back was closing in. I closed my eyes, praying for a sign from God, Tai Di, anyone. No one answered. I felt hollow. Old memories kept springing up, trying to break through my drug-fueled fixation. The silver ring of death became the iris of a cold gray eye. Suros. That great human furnace, blazing with animus the moment he saw me. Somehow he knew all along
Yeah, sorry about that, Eraser. Apparently, if you click that link, it'll redirect to the /tip page. But then from there, if you click my name, it goes to a page that actually has the stream on it. I'm sorry about that. I will update that. My bad. Alright. I just gotta reload now.
Furnace, blazing with animus the moment he saw me. Somehow he knew all along I was the one. The other inmates were only props, cast aside the instant their use was through.
Damn, it's like lagging hard. What's up with that? It's on 360 fucking p.
A lance hurled at the eye of God. The idea left me twisting with want. I wanted to be used. I wanted to be expended. 3 minutes to impact, 3 minutes to certain death. I shut my eyes and let my mind run wild. My first day in the Zeros program, Sergeant Suros hit me with an ancient piece of air combat doctrine called the Dicta Bolka. I mean that literally. He crumpled up the sheet of paper and bounced it off my forehead. Like a fool, I darted a hand out and caught it before it hit the ground. It was our first day on the station. None of us knew any better. No one had even been culled yet. A few dopes even laughed. Not me. From the first moment, I knew Suros was the dangerous one, the viper among the garters. His expression grew dark. A storm was coming. The violence was swift and thorough. I remember lying on the deck, bleeding with the other recruits. There must have been cries of pain all around me, but all I could hear was boots. Suros stomped over and hoisted me up by my collar. He dangled me from one hand without effort, as if we were in 0G. The wad of paper was still clutched in my hand. Nice catch, traitor. Memorize those by 0400 tomorrow. Fuck up and it's double. He discarded me like a piece of trash. I remember wondering would we be taken for medical treatment. When I could move again, I tried to memorize the sheet, but the numbers swam on the page. Trying to read felt like putting weight on a broken ankle. I had a serious concussion. I had no choice but to try anyway. Another beating would kill me. All night long I mouthed the words while the other inmates twisted and groaned in their bunks. The handwritten page was a set of 8 rules entitled Dicta Bolka. Since the era of biplanes, combat pilots have studied them. When 0400 arrived, I could barely stand up. I recited the 8 dicta, word for word. Suros glared at me, making a of annoyance with the side of his mouth. He'd been hoping I would fuck up, and I had disappointed him. My reward was a slap across the mouth, hard enough to turn my head. It confused me, not because I expected anything else, but because I found I was disappointed too. I had a lot to learn about myself. The moment burned into me, along with the dicta. I can never forget. I blinked back to the controls. 60 seconds to intercept. I had no plan. I realized I was breaking all 8 dicta. I was outnumbered and outgunned, flying straight into the sun. My squadron was gone, and there was no line of retreat. 60 seconds to contact. There was only one question left. How did I want to die?
Can't believe this only has 1 like. One of the nice things about Zeros and Load's voice in general is just how radio quality it is. Very articulate, enunciated, smooth. I'm not sure if I'm going to read it or if I'm going to listen to the whole audiobook, but it's short enough that we could do chunks of it together on stream and be able to talk about it along the way. Personally, I would have to take notes as I go, just because keeping up with all the detail of a story in general takes a lot of brain power, and I got a lot of shit in my head, but I like reading. I like getting involved in stories. What to do right now? It's 7 p.m. People are about to go play D&D on Load Stream, I believe. Twitter, always something to look at. Well, they just started. Shoutouts to IRC D&D. Not exactly feeling coding right now. I do need to use the bathroom though, regardless of what we do next. Thanks, Eraser. But I'm not even doing anything, and so I'm destined to lose viewers if I don't start doing some shit soon. If I wanted to play Doom, I would have to restart the stream in general, just because one, Linux OBS is gay as fuck, and well, I'm gonna probably end up doing that, but I would have to restart the stream, because when I plug in the Elgato, which is, if I can get it around here, or I'll unplug it. This is the Elgato that I used to stream with, and Linux has a, or at least has a ass of a time remembering which devices are what. And I can see that my camera is already broken. Just moving things around a little bit. So that's great. Just as I was talking about Linux sucking. Yeah, the camera is definitely stuck. The camera's definitely stuck. Yeah, I can see that the microphone's still working. I didn't even do anything except unplug. Oh yeah. No, I have a separate microphone from the camera. Let's see. I wonder what I can do about this, if anything. Can I delete the device and then re-add it, maybe? Yeah, no, it's still frozen. Fuck. I'd have to restart the stream anyway. How often do you really need me on camera? That's lame. Super lame. What the hell happened here? Oh, hey, there we go. See, devices changed. Devices fucking changed again. God damn it. Oh, I don't want to use Windows. Oh, God, no. Oh, I hate Windows so much. I wonder if I would be able to plug shit in. Oh, no. Currently, I would have to unplug. I would have to reconfigure stuff, definitely. So if I did play Doom 2, and I probably will later, I need to restart and start back up. It's totally doable. It would take a little bit, though. Long enough for me to take a break, kind of chill out, relax, do something else, get some food, stretch my back, go on a walk, get back, do some Doom 2 later. I think that's a good plan. What do you think, Eraser? Yeah, sounds like a plan. All right, man. Well, shout out to everyone who joined up today. We didn't really do much except talk about shit in OBS as well as IRC and EFNet and watched Not ENN and did a pretty good React stream to it. So check that out in the meantime, bro. And I will catch you all in a few hours. Easy. Shoutouts to all of the patrons. Shoutouts to Deacon, Eraser, Era, Logic, Jira, everyone who's been subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with all your friends. We keeping it real here. Be back later with some Doom 2. Peace.